there any excuse that makes it okay to stay in a job that you hate?
This is a tough question. There's always an extreme circumstance, right? Just so much adversity that in the short term, I think there are excuses to stay into a job that you don't love, right? The reality is that you may have bills to pay. You might have had your spouse may pass away. That's a terrible thing, and you have to keep that job. But in the long term, sustained staying in a job that you don't love is always the wrong formula.
What advice would you give to people that can't find their true passion?
Finding your passion is a really interesting game. It falls into two places. One, people just actually not trying enough things. Did you try to code? Did you try to cook? Did you try selling something on the internet? And then there's also just the level of some people love to use excuses to not do. It's very easy to say, I can't find my passion. This way I'm not doing it. So I find that those are two common moves when people struggle to find their passion.
Right now, what social platform are you dedicating most of your time for growing?
It's interesting. It's a very interesting time for this question because obviously Instagram is still a very main focus, but TikTok has taken up a lot of my time over the last 60 days, and I'm seeing extreme growth on that platform.
So if you would you choose Instagram or TikTok?
Well, I love that you followed that up. I would choose TikTok.
Newspapers versus books, what would you read?
I struggle reading, so I don't read either well, but if I had to choose, now that I know how you like to roll, I would choose newspapers.
You made millions already. What still gives you the drive to go around, flip things, garage sailing for bucks profit?
Two things. One, I'm very passionate to bring value to my community, and there are millions of people that follow me who use the excuse of having no money. And by showing them that I can buy something for $1 and sell it for $29 and do that 1,000 times and you start building a base has been really rewarding. And two, I genuinely like it. I genuinely get an enormous thrill. For me, the thrill, the hunt, and the chase and the process have always been far more interesting to me than the money that comes along with it. And so making $12 on a stuffed animal genuinely brings me more joy than making $1 million from a client who's made a video.
Okay, so how do you manage being so real, so authentic, and humble with all this fame and money?
I think I was parented extremely well. I think I got lucky DNA, so I think I have that in me. But I got parented well, and I'm very blessed with good perspective. I'm generally flattered. I appreciate it. Even when you said before, as we were sitting down, we all are, right, fans? Like, it feels nice. Like, I don't know how. I don't. It's a very interesting answer. It's a very difficult question to answer because the alternative is so foreign. The thought that my success and the level of attention I have now would somehow create a scenario where I thought I was better than somebody, it's just not something that I have in my mind. I think fame and money expose people's truth. I don't think it changes them. And luckily for me, my truth is I like people, I'm a kind person. I have a lot of conviction and passion and bravado, but I do have a lot of humility.
3 tips for entrepreneurs.
3 tips. Number one, self-awareness. I think a lot of entrepreneurs struggle with understanding what they're good at and what they're bad at. And I'm very passionate about that. 2, patience. It just takes a long time to build something meaningful. So many entrepreneurs raise capital too fast, expect things too fast, which leads to depression and insecurity. I think patience is an incredible foundation. And then 3, blind consumer-centric focus. It has to be about the customer. It can't be about the venture capitalist, your supplier, you. It has to be about the customer. Self-awareness, patience, and being about the customer is a winning formula for entrepreneurs.
Are emotions important in business?
Emotions are important, but making decisions based on your emotions getting the best of you is bad. So being passionate, being optimistic, being excited, having conviction, that's incredible. Being upset about something and then letting you lose control of your discipline and then firing back, which leads to the demise of your brand, is a bad idea.
This has been so impactful.
Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you
Great.
so much.
Okay,
Thank you
great.
so much.
Thank you. I'm hungry. Can I have
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.